It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show, sponsored by Kia.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by Shaq and the Jet. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Last outing for Los Angeles, unsuccessful, coming away with a loss to the Pistons. A crushing defeat in that one. Still with a sour taste in their mouths, they're looking to play much better. And one of the more versatile bigs in the league, Greg Monroe. We'll get a chance to see him right here. Shaq, what makes him so good?
He has no problem being at the center of an offense, and his mid-range game reminds me of the game I never had, but creates that space for him.
A part of the game you never had.
Well, I had it, I just didn't go to it.
Okay, now there's a Shaquille O'Neal, I know. I think he feels at home in either position. He can play power forward or center. That's what makes him. He's versatile. The great Shaquille O'Neal at times couldn't play power forward, so if he could do it, then it's incredible.
Just about game time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's send it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Kenny, you're wrong. You forgot I played power forward in college.
The Lakers continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. Things have really gone south on them. Over the course of the last 7 games, they've gone 1-6.
And I think for Milwaukee, nobody was calling on them to kind of set the world on fire, but even those modest expectations have yet to be realized.
Yeah, you know, Greg, it's been a shame for their fan base, too, because they haven't really had much to be optimistic about to this point.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, for a long time, the city of Milwaukee has been an NBA backwater. But with new ownership, a respected head coach, and a lot of young talent, it's a new day here. Coach Jason Kidd said, "We don't want to be a layover city. We want coming here to be like going through the Texas Triangle, where if you have a dogfight in Chicago one night, you know you're in for a dogfight here the next night." Kevin?
All right, thanks, D.A.
And for the Lakers, 5 different head coaches now, counting interims, in the last 5 seasons. Not a bunch of stability on that bench.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. And now the Lakers starting group, Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. Nick Young is out there with Russell, and it's Black in at the 5. Now, here is Russell. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Dellavedova, and it's the Bucks on the break. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And here is Los Angeles now. And the Lakers also seeing some turmoil in the front office this offseason.
Yeah, you know, back in 2014, big promises were made about contending within 3 years. I mean, this is season 3, and the Lakers clearly a bit away from contention. Now, this team looking for a new direction, hopefully one with some stability and consistency.
And they are on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early. I like that.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Beasley sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Puts it up from 15. Good on the jump shot.
And Antetokounmpo demonstrating his in-between game, that mid-range game. Looks very self-assured when he gets the ball in that area of the court.
Now, here is Russell. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. That shot a little beyond his normal range. Ingram's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Dellavedova, the pass to Beasley. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
Tries to keep it alive. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. And we can look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run. The top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. Brandon Ingram, fourth.
Showing flashes of just explosive scoring ability. When called upon, he can put buckets up in a hurry.
Yeah, you know, he's really come into his own over the past couple of weeks. He looks like a veteran out there in terms of his confidence. Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Well, you know, the Bucks only have one title in their history as a franchise, but what a title it was, led by my favorite player of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, known as Lou Alcindor back in the day. Teamed up with the veteran Oscar Robertson, the Big O, to bring the Bucks that first title.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. And you have to mention that 1971 title run by the Bucks. They were a force nobody could stop. Swept the finals in 4 games straight over the Baltimore Bullets.
Yeah, had 66 wins in that season as well, guys. And that was early in my formative years as a basketballer. Actually, when I first started locking into the NBA, a big Lou Alcindor fan. He was the 71 MVP in that championship year for the Bucks. And then he'd go on to win another MVP the following season.
2 shots.
And ironically, those are the only 2 MVP trophies that a Buck has ever received.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, a decent free throw shooter at this point in his career. D'Angelo has the natural stroke, I think, to become one of the league's best. Shoots it very fluidly and easily.
Both good from the line that time. And D'Angelo Russell with great size for the point guard position at 6'5". He's not the most explosive athlete, but guys, you think that'll ever hold him back?
I don't necessarily think it will, Kevin, because he's shifty, he's crafty, he's deceptive enough as a lefty. I think he'll be able to be effective offensively. The question mark is more at the defensive end of the floor. Will he be able to stay in front of people and use anticipation and film study to overcome what he might lack athletically? He's a good defensive rebounder for his size, and I think his size will actually help him in all aspects of defense.
Here's Young. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot, and Young kicks to Randall. Los Angeles with another miss. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Beasley dishes to Henson. That puts them in the lead. Henson's got his first basket of the night.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Russell passes to Black. Here's Randall, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Terrific body control by Randall, and one machine.
Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Milwaukee. Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And since coming into the league with Detroit in the 2012-13 season, Chris Middleton has steadily improved his game each and every year. A very measured improvement from him so far in his young career.
And there's a lot of things that I like about his game. One is that he plays within himself, doesn't force much. He's smart as a shooter. He's heady as a guy moving without the ball and defending. Knows what he's doing out there as a wing player and scorer, and keeps it real simple.
Larry Nance has checked in for the Lakers. Middleton hits them both.
Well, I tell you what, Chris Middleton is a player who is as solid as anybody in the league. Brings it to the floor every night. Doesn't have a big name, but he's gaining more and more notoriety by his performance each year. Had flown under the radar the last few seasons outside of Milwaukee.
Young's shot is off. Milwaukee in the lead. Now here's Henson. Defense right on him. Middleton inside the three-point line. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And with Middleton, part of why he is still relatively an unknown is due to his market. Even when he plays, he just quietly adds up points.
He's a quiet laser. You think Middleton doesn't have many points, and then you look up and he's got 20. Doesn't do much flashy. Doesn't draw a lot of attention to himself. All he does is put the ball in the basket.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. That one goes. Count it. Henson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Antetokounmpo just, showing you once again what an all-around superb talent he is. He really moves that ball on offense.
Black dishes to Nance. The stupendous finish in traffic.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Dellavedova, that's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now, here is Russell. Ingram wide open. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Henson with the screen. Henson sets a screen for Antetokounmpo to the inside. That's tipped. Here is Nance. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Larry Nance Jr., the 27th pick in the 2015 draft out of Wyoming. His father played, of course, 13 years in the NBA. Larry Nance Sr., a 3-time All-Star, was the league's first ever slam dunk contest champion.
And just like his pops, Junior is long and explosive. He can put you on a highlight reel and posterize you when he gets around that rim if you're not paying attention.
Monroe's checked in for Henson. Chance now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Antetokounmpo.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
The Bucks trail. Dellavedova kicks to Teletovic. There's the pick. Middleton up top from the high post, and he hits the jump shot.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Now, here is Russell. In the corner, Nance with it. Pass to Ingram. Puts up a three. No good. Shot missing. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game planning. And they never figured out how to attack the defense in that way.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Here's Black. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Nance kicks to Black.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And for the Lakers, hugely profitable. And they're always going to be willing to spend big on stars. But with the new luxury taxes, it's harder to outspend other teams now.
And meanwhile, they've cut corners in other areas too, guys. I mean, prior to the shortened season in 2011, they laid off scouts, video coordinators, coaches, front office, and training staff. And that's where other teams are investing, looking for an advantage now as the Lakers pull back a little bit. Other teams looking to infuse more capital into their organization. Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Williams. 17 points in his last outing. Kicks it to Clarkson. And the Lakers with another miss.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Snell, the pass to Monroe. To the paint, here's Teletovic, and Teletovic throws it down.
And if you're not defended or unmarked, Monroe will find you. Terrific vision from the big man.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Tariq Black. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Mozgov with the bucket.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Dellavedova dishes to Teletovic. To the inside, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Mozgov. There's a screen. Williams kicks to Nance. Nance a screen on Teletovic. 5 to shoot. Here's Clarkson. Misses the wing J.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Luol Deng. And when Greg Monroe signed with Milwaukee, many thought it was a perfect fit. However, as we saw after a short time, many question if he can be the answer for the team. Not so much a knock on his play, just on what the team is missing overall.
Hey, Greg does an awful lot of good things, but he's not a guy who's going to be a rim protector. His game is pretty close to the ground. But nonetheless, no matter what team Monroe plays for, I think he'll give you a post presence on offense, and he'll give you consistent effort in every aspect of the game.
And so Greg Monroe nails both of them. And you look at the roster of these Bucks. So many players on the team that can rise up and embarrass a defender. Not only can this team throw it down, they're looking to throw it down.
Yeah, they want to wreck that rim as much as they can. And if I had the leaping ability of guys like Giannis and Parker, I'd be doing the exact same thing. The Bucks actually led the league in percentage of shots that were dunks in 2016. They are an entertaining bunch and a throwdown group worth watching.
Here's Teletovic. That's short off the rim.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Here's Nance. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
There's one word that you would use to describe Greg Monroe: consistency. Game to game, year to year, you know what he's going to give you. Doesn't vacillate or fluctuate much. He eats minutes and shows up to play his game each and every night.
The first free throw is good. And with Monroe, the consistency is in the numbers. Guys, pretty much he has had the same season stat line every year he's played since his rookie year.
And I love the fact that it's a combination of his consistency and versatility that allows him to be extremely valuable on any team.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Makers checked in.
And clearly the Bucks, one of the more youthful teams in the league. The players they plan to build around have a few years before they're even in their mid-20s, so a bright future. I mean, their youth can be good and bad. It kind of cuts both ways during the season.
1:27 left in the first. And here is Dellavedova. Pass to Monroe. Back to Dellavedova. Shoots from 12. Stolen by Clarkson. Now the Lakers on the break. Kept alive. Here's Mozgov. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, nice anticipation by Clarkson, not just on the steal, but in the way he jump starts the fast break.
And with the double-edged sword of youth, the Bucks have just been trying to focus on getting better and growing their talent the last year or two.
And I like that approach. I think it's the right approach to take with a team like this. Getting them to learn what it takes to be a consistent player in the NBA is huge. I mean, letting them come together organically and having leaders emerge has been part of the process. It takes a little longer that way, but I think it is more of a solid foundation when you start competing in playoff basketball.
And it's in there. Maker's got his first 2 points.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Outside Williams. He feeds it to Clarkson. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. The 19-footer is on the money.
Well, I tell you what, he's really working over that mid-range area, isn't he? Williams can pile up the points from there.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the pass to Monroe. Monroe with a screen on Mozgov. Logged in the pass to Maker. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Bucks lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
defensively, offensively. I think I'm better offensively than people give me credit for, and I'm stronger than I look. And that's something that I'm trying to prove this year, as I've been proving the last 3 or 4, so it's going to be fun.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
It's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway.
2 shots, gentlemen.
When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
It's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Beasley out there with Maker, and it's Brogdon in at the point guard position.
And for the Lakers, much relief this summer when they retained their top draft pick. Their pick was top 3 protected. If it had fallen to 4th or 5th, it would have belonged to the Sixers. About a 50-50 shot. They held on, and the LA faithful breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And the Lakers with the much-needed talent infusion, adding to the young core of D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, and Jordan Clarkson.
And now with last season's farewell tour to Kobe Bryant in the rearview mirror, they can really commit to looking forward and rebuilding.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Chris Middleton is a prototype off guard. He likes to run off screens, catch, and shoot. He described his mindset saying, just space the floor, be patient, not force anything, and move the ball. Let those guys penetrate and find the best shot for the team. A team player indeed, Kevin.
Thanks, DA, and he's developing his postgame. He can get in the paint now when they need him to. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. The Lakers making a switch here. Young's checked in. And so it's Milwaukee now. It's a 5-point game. And the basket by Maker.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Williams against Middleton. Now here's Williams. D right on him. Here's Clarkson. And the 3 off target. Bucks leading by 7. Here's Brogdon. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Randle kicks to Williams. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. He dishes it to Clarkson. 4 on the shot clock. And he makes good on the layup. Clarkson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Attacking inside. Clarkson plays with a chip on his shoulder, like he's trying to prove something every night. That's not a bad way to play when you're young and up and coming.
Middleton dishes to Maker. Mozgov with the block. Now, here's Clarkson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Back to Williams. Tries again, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. The Bucks making a switch here. Henson's checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Ingram comes in for Lou Williams. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Clarkson.
And, you know, the Lakers going through a rough patch, clearly, but make no mistake about it. They're still the league's glamour franchise. They've got the league's largest fan base, both in the U.S. and globally.
Henson the pass to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. He had stolen by Randle. Here's Ingram. And too long on the shot. The Bucks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And the Lakers, with the storied history, the second most championships in league history, trailing only the Boston Celtics.
And the Lakers run more recent. I mean, you think of the greats who've worn the Forum blue and gold, probably the greatest assemblage of talent of any team in the league.
Young got a hand on it. Young against Middleton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. The putback, Antetokounmpo on the follow.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Outside, Russell. Picked by Randall. Russell kicks to Young. They set the pick. Russell with a wide open look. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Wow, that's real nice. I mean, D'Angelo really sets before he gets into a shot. Good use of pace there.
Henson dishes to Antetokounmpo. Another shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Well, Antetokounmpo in this one, he's got 10 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And when you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo play the one area that he continues to work on, well, it's his shot from range.
Yeah.
He's been given the green light to shoot from beyond the arc, but still needs to develop consistency.
And just thinking about him becoming a proficient three-point shooter, guys, is scary, because then he'll really be hard to deal with. Giannis and his coaches have talked about how important it is to be a threat from deep at the point guard position in this modern NBA, where the three ball is so critical to offensive spacing. It's something he's been focusing on, and sooner or later, I think all of his hard work is going to pay off in a big way. They're just over 80% from the line now, much better than what they shot in the first.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Picked by Mozgov. Russell passes to Young. Back to Russell. And it's Mozgov at the elbow. Nice work there coming off the screen. Mozgov's got 10 points in the game.
You never pass for the sake of passing. You wait until the defense commits. Russell does that, finds the open man nicely.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Another shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Lakers.
And you see not a lot of corner threes. The defense doing a good job of closing out and denying those shorter distance triples. That's what the smart teams have to do.
And he knocks down the first one. And Giannis has been deployed at so many different positions in his short career, but one reason why he's been able to pull it off is because of his incredible wingspan, measured at 7'3".
Yeah, it's amazing when you watch this guy play. Giannis is so long, and he's just a whirling dervish of arms and legs and skill. That's why they call him the Greek Freak. I mean, we've not seen anybody with this skill set at this size. The space he covers on offense and defense is really mind-boggling.
Young for 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Baseline jumper, and that one is good by Beasley. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Now Young. 9 points last game. Osdorf a screen on Antetokounmpo to the left wing. Here's Randall. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Julius Randle, a good ball handler for his size.
Yeah, and you know what, Kevin? He's like our colleague, a left-hander. I mean, he loves to attack off the bounce, and whether he's working from the elbows or hauling down a defensive rebound and taking it the full length of the court, he wants to get to the basket off the dribble.
That free throw missing.
And it was really unfortunate for Julius Randle back in 2014. His rookie season ended up being only 14 minutes because he got hurt in the season opener. He broke the tibia in his leg and missed the remainder of the season as a result. Last season, it was Julius Randle's second, but in reality, more like his rookie season.
And the second free throw, good. And remember, Randle fractured his right foot as a high school senior. Broken bones have become an issue. First game as a pro, broke his leg in Los Angeles.
And you know, guys, interesting, the Lakers nutritionist wondered if he was getting enough calcium in his diet. So he's cleaned that up, and we all know that it makes a difference.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Russell. And again, no good by the Lakers. Bucks leading by 8. The dish to Teletovic. Beasley with a clean look. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's now 6 points for Beasley. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. You have to like what we're seeing from Antetokounmpo.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
And the Bucks with some changes. Monroe comes in for Henson. And Tony Snell subbed in for Beasley. Lakers trail by 11. And Young kicks to Russell. Lets it go with a 3. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Russell. Young's got 5 points so far.
Dialing it in, Mr. Young, a.k.a. Swaggy P, I think. You can't afford to lose track of him, whatever his moniker is.
Monroe left side. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Randall. Ingram kicks to Black. And a missed layup.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Here's Monroe. His first attempt of the game finds the target. 6 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Excellent execution of the plan there.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's coming off a 22-point game against Miami.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Monroe, the pass to Brogdon. Misses the layup.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Teletovic passes to Brogdon. Three-pointers, Snell, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Russell dishes to Young. Picked by Randall. Back to Russell. From outside the arc, Greg Monroe with the rebound. Bucks leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he converts the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points in the quarter.
And the Lakers head coach, Luke Walton, played almost his entire career in L.A., winning 2 titles along the way. Always known for his tremendous IQ for the game.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Luke Walton, pretty new to coaching. He actually worked as an assistant with the University of Memphis team for a short while in 2011, while that NBA season was delayed.
Yeah, and of course, since 2014, he's been an assistant with the Golden State Warriors. Last season, when Kerr was out missing time with a back ailment, Walton stepped in as an interim head coach and led the team to a 24-0 start. Absolutely amazing. And despite being relatively young, Luke Walton has close to a PhD, I think, in basketball.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Milwaukee. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Larry Nance has checked in for Randall. Dang comes in for Ingram. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Young. And it's Clarkson in for D'Angelo Russell. Poked loose. Black kicks to Dang. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
In the corner, Snell with it. Dishes to Teletovic. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Brogdon. Let's go. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
How can you stop that? With a crossover that quick, that lightning quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of that.
Outside Dang. Back to Williams. He kicks to Nance. Takes the 3. They get it again. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Clarkson.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
There's 1:40 left now here in the second. Here's Monroe. Snell, the pass to Monroe. Here's Brogdon. He's guarded by Williams. The feed to Dellavedova. Pass to Teletovic. 1:11 left here in the second. Clarkson with the ball. 6 points for him. Outside Williams. Shoots the 3. Rebound Milwaukee. Monroe's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's covered by Clarkson. 6 to shoot. And it's Dellavedova missing. Lakers trail by 11. Clarkson kicks to Black. Right side, Williams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. A different look for Milwaukee. Akers checked in for Mirza Teletovic, and Middleton subbed in for Brogdon. And he sinks the second. Bucks leading by 10. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Dellavedova dishes to Middleton. Back to Dellavedova. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That was a half-hearted pick. And he was just going through the motions on that possession, and now it ends up costing him.
And so we wrap up the first half. Bucks ahead, leading by 10. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making the extra pass, but we're attacking the paint, and if we can continue to do that, it puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here once again, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to the Great Lakes. We're back on the shores of Lake Michigan here in Milwaukee, and the buildings in the background at Sunset in Wisconsin. The second half just about to get going here. Antetokounmpo in this game has been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Bucks leading by 10. Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. D'Angelo Russell out there with Nick Young. And it's Black in at the center, locking down the middle. Ingram kicks to Russell. Feeds it to Ingram. Expanding his range. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And, you know, D'Angelo Russell, a one-and-done player out of my alma mater, the Ohio State University, came into the NBA at only 19 years old, and there were questions about his maturity. He had some friction with teammates, and the coaching staff questioned his seriousness at times. I hope he can mature and grow into being a pro quickly because he's got tremendous talent.
Antetokounmpo passes to Dellavedova. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Clock at 6, Ingram. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got his third rebound on the night. Beasley for 3, rebounded by the Lakers. Black's got 6 rebounds in the game.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Young.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Here's Ingram. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Black. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart.
And there isn't a whole lot of positive that you can take away from his performance from the mid-range game so far. A lot of chances have come up empty for him, but he seems intent on taking jumpers out there. Something's got to give.
And he makes the first. That one misses.
And, you know, when Jason Kidd was a player, he had a no-nonsense approach to the game. Still maintains that approach as a coach. Very much focused on results and efficiency over bells and whistles and all the extras.
And thinking about where Kidd's playing tendencies show up in his coaching, his unselfishness and commitment to defense are there too.
Yeah, and there's a calming demeanor that he brought to the court as a player, and I think he brings that to the sideline as well. And keeping things in perspective, I think has been a big help during his stay at Milwaukee.
2 shots.
Free throw, good, Beasley. Mozgov, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Beasley hits them both. Lakers trail by 8. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Russell kicks to Young. Pass to Randall. From 13. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, here's the thing. Few young players generate fouls the way Randall does.
Gentlemen.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second.
And, you know, he was a high pick in 2014. Randall played just 14 minutes as a rookie. Broke his tibia. But since then, he's bounced back nicely.
Beasley against Randall. That one good for 2. 10 points for Beasley.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Russell dishes to Randall. Back to Russell. No one near him. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Bucks leading by 7. Antetokounmpo passes to Beasley. Kicks to Dellavedova. And stolen by Russell. He feeds it to Ingram. To the paint. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. 5th in blocks, 8th in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
Yeah, he's been dominant as a shot blocker all year. He is a dangerous force inside.
Beasley kicks to Middleton. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Middleton's got 4 points in the quarter.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
Drills it from outside.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Dellavedova dishes to Beasley. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And now let's have a look at the teams that have had the quickest hands in the NBA during the past month. In the 3rd spot, the Bucks.
Kevin, who says that good defense isn't fun to watch? This has been impressive. The last few weeks, they've been able to get after it and be active and come up with more steals than normal.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
The defense keeps coming up short. Just no solution for Michael Beasley. He's got 10 points and a steal. He's been tough on the inside and displayed great vision with his passing, too.
And you know what? He is the total package today, giving them a little bit of everything.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Chris Middleton. And Brogdon subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And he sinks the second. Lakers trail by 7.
Who's watching here?
And here's Russell, picked by Mozgov. Russell kicks to Mozgov. There's the pass to Young. Pulls up on the wing. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. But take a look at the Warriors. They're looking extremely sharp right now. Poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Lakers just way behind.
And I think for the Lakers, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
Yeah, it's been ugly. I mean, we knew things were going to have to fall in the perfect place for them to contend, but nothing did.
And he makes the first.
And for a guy who was never drafted, Mozgov has carved out a nice role for himself in our league.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Beasley. Mozgov hits them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
To the middle. That one misses. Good defensive work there by Young.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Dang passes to Ingram. He dishes it to Young. Ingram setting a pick for Young. 5 on the clock. Unloads. And that one comes up a bit short.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, The words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply. Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Russell dishes to Ingram. Back to Russell. Again, Russell missing.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak. Matter of fact, I'd love to just call him the Greek Freak if I could. Is a matchup issue for any defense. I mean, he's a guy who literally and really can play any position on the floor.
Monroe's checked in for Milwaukee. The Lakers also changing it up. Larry Nance is checked in for Ingram. Williams comes in for Young, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Lakers trail by 7. Clarkson kicks to Williams. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Monroe. And Lou Williams, the 2015 Sixth Man of the Year award winner, he fits the classic mold of instant offense coming off the bench.
No doubt about that, guys. And, you know, he said he used to want to prove he could be a starter, but now he's embraced that six-man role, and I think it's a good fit for him. It's an identity. Coming in off the bench and filling it up fits his skill set perfectly.
And both free throws good for Lewis Williams.
You know, Lou Williams, the 45th pick back in 2005, taken straight out of high school. He and Monte Ellis both decided together to skip college. They were training with Team USA, watching the 2004 draft. They saw another guard taken out of high school, and both said, I'm in.
And Williams fell out of the first round. In hindsight, he said he was in over his head, hadn't trained the way he needed to for the workouts.
Yeah, and his agent also represented Mo Cheeks, Philly's coach, so he called them and said, hey, if you don't have any big plans with that 45th pick, take my guy. And it all worked out. Lou cut his teeth playing behind his idol, Allen Iverson.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Brogdon. Here's Middleton, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
What's that?
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Snell's checked in.
Middleton is most known, quite honestly, for his scoring ability. He's a sniper from outside that you can't afford to lose contact with.
Now, here's Clarkson. He has 6. Nobody near Williams. Los Angeles with another miss.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Brogdon. No good on the 3. Dang for 3. That one's not going to go. And Milwaukee will come the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Bucks passing it around. Teletovic against Nance. Teletovic's shot is good. Teletovic has got 8.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Williams, that's a 2-pointer. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Williams has got his second basket.
Oh, I like that quick trigger release, so smooth. even with the defender in his face. Williams knocks it down.
Here's Brogdon. 6 points for him. Teletovic the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Monroe. Rebound by Williams. Lakers trail by 7. The dish to Clarkson. Back to Williams. Inside. Here's Dang. Nails the baby hook. Dang's got his second bucket of the night.
Always a threat to score. Williams draws defensive attention. I mean, that allows him to set up his teammates.
Dishes to Snell. And it's Monroe at the elbow. Passes it to Snell. Back to Monroe. He kicks it to Teletovic. From 12 feet out. The rebound by the Lakers. Mozgov's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, smartphones and other technology are ubiquitous nowadays. Clippers head coach Doc Rivers says teams do pay a price. Social media and texting has absolutely hurt chemistry, he said. He recalled his championship season with the Celtics. One of the best things that happened to them was during the preseason in Italy, the players couldn't get a wireless signal, and they had to actually talk with one another. Kevin?
Yeah, that connection between players can make a difference. Thanks, David. Teletovic's shot is good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Lakers trail by 5. Now Williams. He's got 8. That's tipped.
Boy, the defensive hustle there by Middleton. Stretching out and getting his hand on that shot. Excellent effort. Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Williams against Middleton. Williams passes to Nance. Outside Dang. Back to Nance. Here's Clarkson. Rebound, Milwaukee. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
Yeah, you know, that's right, Greg. Last season they split the series, and this still, for me, is an intriguing matchup.
Brogdon the pass to Monroe. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Misses the 3.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Clarkson with the ball. 6 points for him. The shot. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Williams.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Brogdon. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Dang kicks to Mozgov. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. In the corner, Middleton with it. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Nance kicks to Mozgov. Nance a screen. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. Another miss by Williams.
That was a half-hearted pick, and he was just going through the motions on that possession, and now it ends up costing him.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks lead by 7. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Contest 2s, right? We'll contest the 2s and contest 3s, but no layups.
Jason Kidd feeling like they need to protect the rim above all else right now, willing to give in other areas.
And you have to take care of home base. Otherwise, it's going to be attacked all night, and that's not going to reflect well for you on the scoreboard.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Beasley is out there with Maker. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then it's John Henson. And it's Ande DeCumbo in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. For 3, Beasley. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ingram's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Milwaukee leading by 7. And here is Dellavedova. Henson with the screen. Dellavedova kicks to Maker. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Maker's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Milwaukee. To the paint, here's Randall. And the layup's good off the glass.
Though he lacks elite explosiveness, Randall uses his strong body to protect the ball and avoid block shots inside.
Beasley the screen. In the corner, it's Maker. Launches a 3. Beasley. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's a hard-fought bucket there. Nice putback.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. To the left wing. Here's Ingram. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. A floater. Here's Henson. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
And plays like that have really taken the energy out of those defenders. I mean, you can bet he's going to continue to keep pushing in that area.
And he recovers it. Williams for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Over in the corner, Ande DeCumbo.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Yes, indeed.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Here's Maker. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot. Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
14 feet away. That one doesn't drop. And the Lakers take it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Bucks leading by 8. Antetokounmpo dishes to Dellavedova. The feed to Henson. The Bucks working the ball around. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And I think down low is where Antetokounmpo is really so effective, using those long arms of his to get shots off over the defense, really at will.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Brogdon, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the Lakers also making a change. Nick Young's checked in for Williams. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. With them getting outshot from the perimeter, he told them, we have got to defend the three-point line. Those threes are destroying us. We'll see if they can tighten it up, Kevin.
Now here's Ingram. D right on him. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Picked by Randall. Jumper off the screen. They get it back. Misses from close range.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Black grabs the board. Black's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Russell. Sweet little floater.
Nice reaction by D'Angelo to the defense sagging back. Just drops in the simple floater there.
And stolen by Russell. Pass to Ingram. Now, here is Russell. Defended by Dellavedova. Rebound by Dellavedova.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Over in the corner, Dellavedova. Beasley the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Off the screen. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Henson sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Yeah, that was just a fantastic decision from Antetokounmpo. He's lethal in pick and roll situations, clearly.
The drive by Russell. Here's Black, and Henson sends it back. And it's the Bucks on the break from about 16. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead. Los Angeles has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Over in the corner, Randall. Outside, Russell. Feeds it to Randall. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Milwaukee. Brogdon's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Now, here is Young. It's Black, top of the key. Now, here is Russell. Defended by Dellavedova. Black kicks to Ingram. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
A floater. He gets it in there. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ingram passes to Russell. In the corner, it's Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
And with that 3, his 2nd of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Dellavedova. Outside, Antetokounmpo. tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Lakers trail by 11. And it's the Bucks on the break. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Well, I think it takes a lot of guts to shoot the three on the fast break with a guy closing out on you.
And Los Angeles guys shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Outside, Russell. Six to shoot. To the middle. Over in the corner, Randall. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Nice job. Very good rhythm. Randall on the catch and shoot.
Now here is Dellavedova. Guarded closely. And it's sent back by Russell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. But he gets it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Russell kicks to Randall. Beasley with the steal. Pass to Brogdon. Now, Antetokounmpo. Inside. And it's blocked. Ingram with it. Tipped away. And here is Antetokounmpo. Beasley the screen. Antetokounmpo dishes to Dellavedova. Kicks it to Beasley. Shot clock at 5. Floats one up. He takes it up and lays it in. Beasley's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Fires from 14. That's good from Randall on the assist by Russell. Russell's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Milwaukee leading by 13. Antetokounmpo passes to Henson. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. Lakers check in for Michael Beasley. Lakers trail by 13. Stolen by Dellavedova. And it's the Bucks on the break. He feeds it to Maker. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 5 assists in the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to get a win in that first battle. They'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Lakers. And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Henson with the screen. Dellavedova kicks to Henson. And stolen by Russell. Here's Ingram. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Tipped away. It's stolen by Randall. Nick Young on the wing. Black dishes to Young. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Terry outside. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. It is time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance?
After losses have mounted from them recently, he's been taking a lot of heat. If anybody was going to shake them out of their slump, you know he had to be the guy. And tonight he responded with an excellent all-around game and a ton of effort.
Well, he just couldn't be stopped out there. Easily the best player on the court tonight. It wasn't just talent. He was the aggressor.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. See you.
Good night.